guys, it's Kristen from Blue Eyed Brown Nest. Thanks so much for your tutorial ideas. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on gilding wax. It's a new product, well, not that new. It's semi-new product, probably that your stockist carries. It's basically to highlight certain areas of your piece. This one is gold. And before they started making these cute little pots of gilding wax, you could go to Michael's and just buy like a gold leaf paint in a tube, and you could put it on lamps and on frames. But this is kind of cool because it comes in a little pot, and my stockist, Stylish Bettina, carries this. It's not cheap. It's about 30 bucks for this little pot. Again, it's called gilding wax, and this is the gold. So you open it, and it looks like a soft gold. It smells like it smells potent. It smells like a little bit like a chemical. So don't inhale it like I did. But what you're gonna do, you can definitely use a Q-tip. You can use a soft rag with your finger kind of pointed into it. And I would recommend it for a piece that's, you wanna do the edges, or you wanna do, this piece has little crevices. I originally had used some gilding wax on this piece, but when I went and repainted it, I didn't put any on, so I thought it would be fun to show you. I personally like to use my finger because it can sometimes be the best tool. So I dip my finger in it, and it comes off, it's very soft. It's not hard like your Annie Sloan dark wax. It's soft, and it's not like the clear wax because it doesn't feel like candle. It's hard to compare to tell what to compare it to say what to compare it to. But you do want to wipe it off a little bit. You don't want to just globs of it on your finger, just like seriously a little bit, like a like nail polish. So what I'm going to do is I just want a little bit of a detail to show up here. And again, I think you should use it on pieces that have a little more curves. I think if you use something that's mid-century or very straight, there's no need for gilding wax. But something like this that's curved and is a little more feminine is nice. I also really like doing it on dark pieces. You'll see what I mean. Like the black, it shows up really pretty. I hope you can see that. It's just like a little dusting of gold, and lighter is better because you can always go over it. If you do a huge clump, it's not easy to come off. In fact, I think you would have to really sand it off. But I hope you see that it just gives a little bit of an outline, and I just delicately brush my finger over that line. Isn't that pretty? And again, you can do, you can always go back if you want to do more. Like that didn't get a lot. I love that it showed up there, but the middle part didn't get a lot. So I'm going to go back again. And this is, again, you play. See, there's a glob there. That's fine. Because certain areas I might want it to be a little bit denser. You have to play with it, kind of like you do with your sanding and distressing. You just got to, you know, kind of keep stepping back and see what you think about what you're doing. Like, I think I like it double-sided like that, not just on the bottom part. And I want this whole side done. I also want to show you what it looks like kind of on the top. I'm not going to do a lot on the top. Maybe just some of these ridges and these corners. It almost gives it like a highlight. I hope you can see that. And again, it's not perfect. It's not even in a line, but it's just a little bit of a highlight, and it works so pretty on this graphite, this dark color. And it almost just gives it a more of a high-end look, I think. See, I don't want to go crazy. Don't go crazy. Just even step back for a day or so and kind of look at what's happening. If you do go crazy and you have gold lust and it just goes kind of everywhere, just repaint that section and then try again. You will have to probably repaint it unless you, even sanding it down, it will take off the paint. So you probably would just repaint it. See, I think that looks really pretty. I hope you agree. Again, I just did a little bit on the side. This little crevice, I'm gonna do a little bit on this side. Again, you can certainly use a Q-tip if you're more comfortable. I think it's a little bit harder to control, or you can certainly use, I really like that leg. You can certainly use, like, I think maybe a little highlight here. Definitely lightens up the black. While you're here, I'm just gonna do this side. Again, see, I have distressed this side, so I think it would be kind of cool just to even go over the distressing. Don't be scared of some of the new products like this. You just need to play with it and see what happens for you. You may decide, hey, I like to make all my pieces kind of goldish. And you can. Again, I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it here all the way down. I think if you were using a cloth, it would be much harder. But this is such a great material because, again, you can say take your lamps that are kind of plain looking, if they're metal, and you could do this on here. Dare I show you in my little bird cage here? Ooh, that's kind of pretty, right? Okay, so this is another thing that you can go crazy with, kind of like your chalk paint. Again, see that? So beautiful, it just kind of highlights it. Sorry guys, my iPhone cut off before I could say a proper goodbye, but including the wax itself. So this is what it's going to look like. Gilding wax. Empire Gold is what I've used here. And again, just to give you a little bit more of a close-up on what I worked on. See, this was the ridge I was talking about, and I did it double-sided. I did a little bit on top. And check out this leg. I love that. I just think it looks really a little more fancy than just that graphite. So I hope you have really fun playing with this. I'm going to finish up the piece. Again, what I was kind of referring to at the end here is this is metal, but look what happens. It gives it just this really cool shine and highlight there. And it just kind of elevates the piece. Look at these beautiful details here with that gold. So think about that for your lamps and some of your other projects. Certainly don't be scared of it. And check out blueeggbrownnest.com and for my other tutorials and pieces that I'm selling and some ideas for your next project. So love you all. Thanks.